Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Larry Emerson Field for today's game between your Goffstown Grizzlies and the Pelham Pythons. The 8-1 Grizzlies against the 5-3 Pelham Pythons. John, we finally have a beautiful day for baseball. There's a blue sky. Doesn't look like we're going to get multiple weather seasons in today. Looks like just sun and spring. About 80 degrees, very light breeze blowing out. You can see the flag blowing out towards right field as we get ready for this ball game. So, John, with that, you want to give us the starting lineups?
Well, the starting lineup for Pelham, batting first, and I hope I'm saying these right, is number 5, the left fielder, Diggy Lawson. Batting second, number 13, playing in right field, Thalen Berger. Yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
Number 2, batting third, number 2, playing shortstop is Matt Poff. And number 30, batting cleanup, number 34. But his position can't be 13. Is that a first base possibly? That's Jake Carrain.
Jake Carrain. I'm sorry. It's a 3. It is first base.
Right,
Extra 1 in there.
No problem. And then batting behind him is Regan Brunette, who is number 8. He's the catcher. Bobby Charette will be batting 6. He is number 6, and he is the pitcher. John Jepson is number 10, and he is the second baseman. Jared Liato is batting number 8. He's number 4 on his jersey, number 8 in the lineup, and he is the third baseman. And then Colby Shanner, something like that, number 16, and he is in center field.
Yeah, it looks like Shaver, Shawver. I got this. Yeah, we were talking off camera how we got our lineups early, but it was the written lineup from the coach.
Well, this is progress. We haven't had a lineup, and now we have a lineup that appears to be written in hieroglyphics or something.
Yeah, and we can't read it. So, what do we got for Goffstown out there besides Connor on the mound?
Oh, we're gonna go Goffstown lineup.
Well, defensively, right?
Well, the pitcher's Connor Isaac. The catcher is Tyler Santoro. The first baseman is Justin Pinard. The second baseman is, I believe, Ethan Smith from over here. The shortstop, Clay Campbell, due to Connor pitching. Third baseman is Taylor French. The center fielder is Carter Schwannard. The right fielder is the sophomore, Derek, the Big Stekowitz. And in left field for the second game in a row, Bobby Daugherty.
Thank you, John. And Diggy Lawson stepping in, and he takes a strike. First pitch of the game. So Connor starting off well.
I timed that perfectly.
You absolutely did. It's like we know what we're doing now. We're getting this down pat. Second pitch is for a strike, so comes right in with another fastball. So he's quickly ahead of Lawson. 0-2. Now that's a baseball name, John. Diggy Lawson. Come on.
I like
that's
it.
a baseball
I like it
name.
a lot.
Look at him. Number 5. Curveball, and he gets a little pop up to right. And Derek, right away, just like last game, gets the first chance and makes the first play, and is 1 out.
So the infield is, I would say, pretty consistent to what it's featured at times this year. The outfield has definitely went through a little bit of a transformation where the kids are in the corners out there with Derek and Bobby.
Yeah, little surprising to see Bobby hitting, but, you got a bunch of players. Like we talked about last game, we got a bunch of players that are hitting the ball well now, so some things are going to change. Dalen Berger is up, and he takes a ball, pitch in the dirt.
That's that changeup that Connor's been throwing a lot this year where you think it's a curve, but it's just got a certain just downward dropping movement. It's a fantastic pitch.
Yeah. Berger's playing right field. We're number 13, batting from the left side. The pitch, a fastball in for a strike.
So Goffstown starts the day, is it 7-1 or 8-1?
They're 8-1. They're currently in third place in the standings. Wow, late on that swing.
Well, almost
right
up here.
Over here, yeah. Almost had me flinching.
I missed this by about maybe 8 feet.
Yep. You're a little closer. You're a couple feet over to that side.
Yeah.
One yesterday came right over us. Dave was doing the camera yesterday for us, and he swings late and strikes out. So 2 down quickly in the first inning. That'll bring up the 3-hitter. The 3-hitter is Matt Poff, the catcher. I'm sorry, the shortstop, wearing number 2. crossed you up with the numbers and the positions. Crisscrossed myself up with them as well. Strike. So 1-1 to Puff. Pelham comes in with a 5-3 record. Their losses have come to some good teams. The Wyndham, Sauhegan, and John Stark. Swings late at that one, and now he's down 1-2.
It's probably a team that can take advantage of sort of medium to lesser grade pitching. I don't think they're going to get that today. That's the hope anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 and 3 hitters have been way behind Connor so far.
Agreed.
That's way outside. Misses there. So if this pattern keeps up, it could be a long day for Pelham. 2-2 now to Puff. 2 outs, top of the first. High fastball, right back to him. Lost his hat. He thought he lost the ball, too. Hack him off. The flowing locks were in his eyes briefly. And he throws to first to Justin to retire the side. So a clean inning for Connor. 12-pitch inning. Sorry, John.
Oh, that's all right. That pitch was, boy, way out high out of the strike zone. He sort of tomahawk chopped it right back to the mound. Connor, quick on his toes, made the out.
Yeah, he knocked it down, and he wasn't sure he still had it in his glove. He was looking around. I could hear him say he was going to pounce on it, kind of like a goalie. And a change in the batting order today, John. Did you see that?
No.
We have Connor Hyzak leading off. Connor leading off, then Clay. Justin moved up to the 3-hole. Derek's now batting 4th. Nick 5, Taylor 6, Tyler 7. Ethan moves down to the 8-hole, and Carter in the familiar 9 spot. But,
well, that's interesting. I saw Connor's dad on the way out the other day, and he said, "Boy, I'd like to see Connor lead off on this team." So that's an awful coincidence.
Yeah, he's been batting 3rd, and he's been struggling a little bit. So maybe in order to take some of that pressure off, always coming up with men on base or RBI situations, maybe he just takes the pressure off, gets him up there first, and see what he can do. He's a great hitter, and hey, I'd prefer to have him batting in the 3-hole, 4-hole, somewhere around there. But maybe he's just a little uncomfortable right now. He's swinging a good bat. He's just not getting the breaks right now.
Yeah, he's a faster kid if you stack him up on this team, and this takes away the sort of production mentality, and this has more of a get on base mentality for him. So.
Right. Yeah, so this might allow him to take more pitches, being a leadoff hitter, because he has been swinging at some first pitches. He's been popping up. He's been trying to push it a little bit, as we say. He's pressing just a little bit. So maybe this will help him out there, and he'll maybe see more pitches, and hopefully that'll. Whoa. So I don't know if the pitcher and catcher were just farting around there, but the pitch came in about 40 miles an hour, and the throw went down to second base about 30 miles an hour. So.
Yeah, that's I noticed the same thing.
Could be a long day if that's the case, but here comes Connor Hyzak stepping in. He's pitching today, wearing his familiar number 5, his white aluminum bat, and there's the first delivery to Connor, and it's probably a fastball, but it looked like it was off speed. If that's the fastball today, then Goffstown has problems with that. So,
agreed.
Could be a long day for Goffstown as well. Maybe that was a change he started him off with. And that's hit the short, backhanded by the shortstop, the long throw, and he's got him. A nice throw. So he saw only 2 pitches and grounded out to short.
It was more of a Mookie Betts leadoff approach where he saw the pitch he wanted to swing at and he went for it rather than maybe work into a deeper count. But we'll see how that progresses as the day goes on.
This is Bobby Charette. I'm sorry, John. This is Bobby Charette on the mound for Pelham.
Right, and Clay Campbell up at bat.
Yeah, it looks like Charette is not the hardest thrower out here.
No, I'd say we're looking at 70.
Yeah,
give
probably
or take.
just tickling 70. Yeah, plus or minus maybe a few miles an hour. But it's straight as an arrow. He pops up Clay on the second pitch, pop up to third base, and he makes the catch. So 4 pitches and 2 outs so far. So John, it looks like the speed of the pitching is going to impact Goffstown today.
Yeah, baseball's a sport of adjustments. They're going to have to adjust to that. I can't help but look at those uniforms for Pelham and think Toronto Blue Jays with that color pattern.
Love it.
I like them a lot, actually.
And there's Justin Pernard. He's moved up one from the 4-hole, now batting third. He takes a low strike. So Charette doing his job right here. He's thrown 5 pitches and all of them have been strikes. He's got Justin 0-1. There's the pitch. Not sure what to call that, John. Is that the fastball? The straight pitch? What do we call that? We call that fastball?
That was that pitch right there.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be the number 1, so we'll call that the fastball.
Yeah, agreed. Have you seen an off-speed pitch yet? I haven't.
I haven't. No.
Well, not a curveball or something like that. I haven't seen any kind of movement pitches. I've seen off-speed pitches.
No, they look straight. I mentioned that on the pitch to Clay. It looked like it didn't have any movement. Justin kind of jammed himself there.
Yeah.
And fouls it off. So we now have a 2-2 count. So he's doubled the amount of pitches he's thrown so far this inning to Justin. Justin working a deep count, 2-2 with 2 outs. Taking his time there on the mound. Surprised Justin didn't call timeout. Here comes the delivery, and it's in the dirt. Count runs full here.
That was maybe a changeup, maybe a curve. He had almost a knuckle grip on it. My eyes are 47 years old now, but I swear I saw a knuckle grip on that pitch as it came out of his hand. And it dove, so possibly.
Could be. Here's the full count pitch, and Justin strikes out. So he gets through the order.
You got to make a kid like that come to you. If we're going to go to him, he's going to get what he wants today.
Yeah, and John, I think it's the speed of the deliveries. They're not, they've just been getting used to some faster pitching over the last couple of days.
Agreed.
And, now to see this, and it hasn't hit this well all year. So this could be a long day for Goffstown as they go out in order. And only 10 pitches for Charette. Hope I'm saying his name right. Try to look it up in
Crowd starting to build here with the parents trickling in.
Yeah, started a little bit early. It's a beautiful day.
Yep.
We have most of our home games are 4:30 starts. Road games are 4 o'clock starts, and it's a little harder to get to.
I'm all for this game moving along. We got Celtics game 5 tonight.
Yeah. So here comes Jake Karen, number 34, the first baseman. Big boy. He looks like he can do some damage if he gets a hold of the ball.
Agreed.
And he fouls that pitch back.
He's got quick hands. I'd still jam him. He's right on that inner white line of the batter's box. He's a big kid. You got to show me you can turn on those fastballs.
Yeah, you don't want to leave anything out of the middle of the plate for him.
Nope.
That he can get the barrel of his bat on. It's bench calling him big boy. And they're not lying. Probably, 6'4", 240?
Boy. Oh, man, he's all of that and then some probably. He's a big kid.
Solid, too. Pitch in the dirt. He holds off on that.
I'm sure that's a bat that it makes a lot of sense for him to use. It looks like a toothpick in his hands.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably 34, 31. I think they can only use 34s now. I'm not sure they allow 35s or higher. Wow.
Overpowered him there.
Yeah, fastball right by him. After he fouled the first one off, then 2 balls, challenged him talent time with the fastball on the 2-1 count. Learn from that. I'd throw the same pitch. He does.
Oh, yeah.
Same result. Only didn't swing this time. So.
Well, through 4 batters, Connor's in complete control right now.
Yep. 4 batters and 17 pitches in. And we got Reagan Brunel stepping in. He's the catcher, number 8. Nice pitch for a strike. Tell you, we could have a pitcher's duel on our hands today, John.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, outside corner right there.
If he's going to do that.
Yeah, if he's going to work those corners, he's going to be tough to hit today.
0-2 on Brunell. Curveball, check swing down the line, foul. Just kind of threw the bat out there on that one.
Yeah.
But he did fight off the curveball.
So, Mike, you were saying Goffstown is in third place with only one loss, so obviously Portsmouth is ahead of them.
Portsmouth is 9-1, yeah, and high fastball for strike. I don't recall what the other team was. There was another team, may have been John Stark. That's 8-1, so they might be ahead on points.
So Monday could be a real nice matchup if that's the case between Goffstown and John Stark.
Yeah, next week's going to be fun.
You like to get in the top two of the seedings and then sort of get your pick in the first round versus getting into a really heavy first round game.
Yep, if you can get out very easy. So there's the pitcher, Bobby Charette. He fouls the first pitch off. Between innings, I'll try to grab that stat. Misses high with that fastball.
Yeah, I'm sure you recall last year, Goffstown was top 4 all year and then sort of slipped at the end and walked themselves into a first round matchup with Oyster River.
Yep.
Who was probably a 10,
Strike.
11, 12 seed, and the only problem was they had the best pitcher in the state lined up to face us, and it almost did us in.
Yeah, I remember that game like it was yesterday. We were down 8-1, down big, and Oxford was not having his best day. He was not in control the way he usually is. He was walking some batters, and they took him out. They thought they had a big enough lead. They took him out. And Cody Merrill hit that big home run. They came back. They ended up tying the game off of Oxford and actually won it. He was the pitcher of record. He lost. So
when Oxford came
check
back
swing,
into
challenge that. Looked like he went. Nope.
No, didn't go. When Oxford came back in it, I think it was the 6th inning, and of just a tension-filled playoff game. The environment down here was fantastic.
Oh, it was electric.
The last 2 innings were just something else to watch.
Brunell is hanging tough. 6th pitch of the at-bat. The 3rd pitch he's fouled off. So, John, according to this, John Stark is 9-1, so they're in first, and Portsmouth is in second, 8-1, by virtue of beating Goffstown. So, the same record, they're one game ahead of us. So, John Stark's the 9-1 team. And he struck him out at a high fastball. So, Isaac wins the battle. It ends up striking out the side in the 2nd inning. So, we got ourselves a ball game here. Isaac is on, and Brunell is on. Threw 16 pitches through that inning. I mean, he threw 7 to Brunell, but since he struck out the side, he threw a lot of pitches. So 28 pitches through 2 innings, and he's already got 4 strikeouts.
It cost you 9 pitches at least to get 3 strikes at least. So in an inning, 9 pitches just to strike out the side. So
right. So then he threw 7 to Charette right there. So there's your extra 6. Well, 4. So looking at the standings, you got John Stark in the 1 seed right now, and Portsmouth the 2, Goffstown 3. Plymouth is 4 at 7-3. Bow, who we'll face next week, 6-3. Wyndham, who we'll see in 2 weeks, 6-3. Kenneth is 7-4. These Pelham Pythons are 5-3. Hanover, who we have tomorrow, has only played 5 games. They're 3-2. Sauhegan is 4-3. We play them in a couple weeks. Co-Brown, we play them next week, 4-4. St. Thomas Aquinas is only 3-5 this year, John.
Yeah.
It looks like they're on the outside looking in right now. Currently in the 14 spot, so they would not be eligible for the playoffs. Derek Stekowicz getting ready to stride in.
a big Steck.
Big Steck. Got official confirmation today. He's roughly 6'5", 222.
I don't know. I see more.
Got that confirmed from his dad this morning, who's right below us. He's made it here.
I see a defensive tackle right there, or offensive
Oh, yeah.
tackle. Boy, big kid.
Big boy. Here comes the pitch. That's an off-speed pitch there. That wasn't his fastball. That was definitely an off-speed pitch.
A lot of it's off speed today. It's just whether it moves or not.
But that was definitely not the straight ball. Here comes the 1-0 to Steck. That was a straight ball. He popped him up. Second baseman camping under it, and he hauls it in. So another 2-pitch at bat.
Yeah, they gotta start adjusting to this. It's I don't know if it's moving up in the batter's box. I don't know if it's just a mental pause they gotta do, but they're way too eager. They're popping everything up.
Yep. There's Nick Labrie, who's been swinging a very hot bat lately. Hit the grand slam on Monday. Had 3 hits in that game. Had a hit yesterday in the continuation game against St. Thomas.
I've coached Nick a long time. Like he can get the bat on the ball, and right now he's in one of those good streaks. Hopefully he stays there.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, this team really needs to start swinging the bats consistently with some of the schedule they got coming up. Nick hits a ground ball just fouled on the third base line.
Yeah, he was out in front of it off balance.
Yep. That was about 6 inches to the left of the bag. The third baseman playing close to the base, probably about 5 feet behind the bag and maybe 5 or 6 feet in from the line. Trying to take that double away. Moves another step closer to the bag and the line. There's the 1-1 to Nick. And he pops him up. He kind of fisted him. The shortstop calling. Camps underneath, and he makes the grab. So now there's 2 outs. So that's been the MO so far, John.
Yeah, under everything. They it almost, when a baseball player adjusts to the game of softball later in life, and they just are so eager. Their timing's so poor. They pop everything up. They ground it out, and that's what's going on right now. They've all got to make some type of adjustment, pace themselves better.
Yeah, they just have to, kind of 1001.
It's a nice pitch.
They have to say to themselves, let the ball come in. He's not going to blow it by me, right? Yep. So keep your hands back. Just delay that 1 extra second. I know it's hard, and I've been there. And I've made that transition, John, from baseball to slow pitch softball. And you see a beach ball coming in, and you want to crush it, but you have to wait.
You almost have to take a deep breath between each pitch and calm your nerves.
Yep. Just got to say to yourself, there's only so far you can move up in the batter's box, but the pitches, especially a high pitch, that's fouled at the plate. 1 and 2 now. The high pitches, the further you up you are, you're going to be tomahawking at those if they come in. So,
agreed.
Keeping your foot right about where Taylor is. I'd like to see maybe a little foot back. Back foot with the point of the plate, front foot just in front of the plate. I'd like to see him another half step back, but just keep those hands back. And he hits a fly ball to right field. That's going to drop, but is it going to be fair? Foul ball. It was in no man's land.
He almost does like a pool shot there, a billiard shot. Almost felt it down the line.
And, John, that's what you do, too, right? When you hold back and you wait, you let that ball come back, you hit to the opposite field.
No,
so if
no
you
doubt.
Get in there and say to yourself, you're going to hit to the opposite field, that's going to force you to keep your hands back.
That is absolutely accurate, Steve. They should all be thinking, right now I'm trying to hit a line drive to right.
Right.
And then they'll pull it down to left.
Exactly. And Taylor hits a ground ball to short, gobbled up, long throw, and he's got him. So
Boy.
6 up, 6 down on both sides.
Yep, good job by the opposing pitcher.
So we have a dual perfect game going here right now.
More importantly, I'm hungry, Mike. I can't wait to eat dinner tonight. I just don't know what it is yet.
Another 10-pitch inning for Charette. Well, John, we talk about that, and when things like this happen, I was home today, so I got dinner ready. Put some beef stew in the crock pot.
Ooh.
So we'll be enjoying some beef stew when we get home.
That's a good call. Good call. I like to let Lisa cook because it makes her feel important, something she can do for the family, so I like to give that up to her.
Yeah, Sarah and I split the duties since I've been home a lot. I've been doing most of the dinners, and Monday, I think we talked on camera Monday, I did a crock pot. We did a Fiesta chicken in the crock pot. Her idea, I put all the ingredients together. Last night, I made Ethan's favorite. I made, right before I left, I fried up some meatballs, put them in the gravy, and made some ravioli when we got home. And we ate on the deck. A beautiful night
Oh, yeah.
on the deck.
We
and,
all waited so long for this weather.
Had my first mosquito spray yesterday.
Yeah,
And,
I saw the
there
truck.
were no bugs last night. So
I switched to that when I saw you do it last year. I got on board with the bug get riddance.
Yeah.
It's the ticks as much as it's the mosquitoes.
Yep. So who did you go with? Are you using a
I was
mosquito gel, or are you using somebody else?
I was using your guy for a time or two, but I already had another company that was fertilizing, so I switched everything to them.
Yep.
About the same price, same results.
Yep. John Jepson stepping in. Is this John Jepson? I have his number 10, and this guy's wearing a number 11. So
This is the second baseman.
second baseman.
Yeah, it is Jepson.
Jepson. He's got him.
We had his number wrong.
Got him down as number 10. So I don't know if I wrote that wrong or if it was wrong on the sheet. I'm going to check right now.
Jepson's a little guy. He's 5 feet something. See if he's got some pop though.
He's wow, it takes a high strike. For him, that's a high strike. So Connor ahead of Jepson, 0-2. And he struck him out, overmatched there.
Oh, absolutely.
So Connor now, that's his 4th strikeout in a row and his 6th of the game. 3-pitch strikeout of Jepson. So, yeah, it has him as number 10 on the sheet. Is this number 4? Yeah, this is number 4, Jared Laredo. But, John, I have a 9. Here's a fly ball first pitch swing into Stekowicz, and it's 2 down. I have an 11 on the sub sheet as a Patrick Millstone. So I wonder if they made a late change. I wonder if that was Millstone.
Oh, maybe.
I have the lineup sheet I have it says 10 and John Jepson, but I have a Patrick Millstone number 11. So that might have been Millstone. So this is number 16, Colby Soyver. It looks like a VER. It might be a Shaver.
Shaver, maybe?
Yeah. So another strike.
That last at bat by Lardo, that was probably the better contact of the day for this team. That ball was driven to sort of medium deep right field.
Yep. Second play out there by Stekowicz already. He had the first one. High fastball. He got behind that one. He put a little extra mustard on that one, John.
Yeah, I agree. That was over mid-80s, probably starting to creep 86, 87.
Wow. Very awkward swing on that one. And it's 1-2 to Shaver.
Connor's dad was telling me that Rutgers, their primary interest in Connor is to pitch, which actually surprised me. I thought it was at shortstop and in the lineup, but that is to be determined.
Struck him out. So a 1-2-3 inning for Connor. So,
boy, bunch of zeros today.
Yep. He's got 6 strikeouts through 3 innings. That was his best inning. Only threw 8 pitches, so he's only at 36 pitches for the game. Whereas Charette has thrown 10 and 10, so he's only at 20.
Yeah, they got to make him work more. They got to be way more patient. They're making it too easy on him right now.
Yep. So 9 up, 9 down for Pelham. 6 up, 6 down right now for Goffstown. And we'll see if the bottom of the third brings any difference. So Charette back on the mound, 20 pitches deep into his outing. Tyler Santoro is going to be leading us off. Tyler's got 3 hits in his last 3 at-bats. So his last 3 at-bats, he's gotten 3 base hits. So hopefully that's a sign that he's turning things around.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Whoa, geez. Third baseman just overthrew first and didn't quite get into the crowd, but they are right there. Hope they're paying attention.
John, with Jake Karen at first base standing 6'4", the way he does, it's hard to overthrow that dude.
I know. He managed to do it, though.
That's what you call airmail. When you overthrow a 6'4" first baseman, you got to give yourself a little credit.
Yeah, right. But you don't want to hit grandma in the process.
I mean, it's almost automatic. It's going to go over the fence. He's so far. The kid's so big. I don't see how you overthrow that kid, but.
So we got Tyler leading off with Smitty in the on-deck circle right now.
Yep, Smitty moved down to the 8-hole today. Way ahead of that. Step up in the box. Good cut, but he's got to keep his hands back. He's got to keep his hands back. There's the 0-1. Ground ball foul, but way ahead of it still.
I'm thinking that was that knuckler.
Yeah, it looked like it, John.
Yeah.
You're right. That definitely had some movement on it. It wasn't the same kind of straight ball.
He throws it differently. I guess you have to throw a knuckle differently, where his follow-through is not nearly as pronounced, and so that thing just dropped. It's probably a tough pitch to look at.
So he's got Tyler set up 0-2. And he steps off the mound.
You figure how many knuckleballers are these kids going to face in their lifetime, let alone to this point.
Right. Taking his time here, looking in on this 0-2 pitch. Tyler calls time. Good job. Just got to stay back here. Can't say it enough. Just got to keep those hands back. Here comes the 0-2. In the dirt. Nice take. So 1-2. Charette peering in, taking his time. Not really sure. Didn't see him throwing that many pitches, John. How many signs is he looking for? He takes a fastball down the middle for strike 3.
Boy, that's one of the better pitches to hit the kids have gotten all day.
Just,
oh, boy, they got to get something going here.
Yeah, they do. Again, that's just the off balance of this pitching, getting them confused like that. But it's paying off. Yeah,
he must have some hypnotic capabilities. He's lulling them into a trance right now.
Ethan hits he tops one foul.
They haven't squared a ball up yet.
Nope.
Through 8 batters.
Not even close. They have not hit a ball hard yet. They've popped up 3 times, hit 2 ground balls to short that weren't hit hard, and 2 strikeouts so far. So they're not actually making good contact. Ethan hits a line drive that's going to go in the hole. That's tough play. Wasn't going to throw him out. We're going to give Ethan a base hit on that one.
Yeah, in a game like this, it's just how it's going to happen. Probably a little ugly for a little bit. Just got to get on base. Bat on ball mentality right now.
Yeah. And, I'd be shocked if Ethan's not running here. I mean, you got a slow delivery to the plate. Ethan's got phenomenal speed. Catcher, even with a great arm, it's going to be a perfect throw to throw Ethan out. There's Carter now.
Agreed.
Ethan is gone. Here's the pitch, the throw. The throw is high, backed up by the second baseman. So
I'll tell you right now, my call is this. I'm laying a bunt down because I'm telling you, between the catcher and the pitcher, even if they field it cleanly, they will not throw Carter out.
Right, especially if he gets it down at third base line. The third baseman's playing behind the bag right now.
The first baseman's a big kid, and they will not. They don't have enough velocity to throw him out.
Yep, I hear you.
Oh,
Carter hits a ground ball at third. He lays it. That's going to be an error on the third baseman. And coach is waving him in. It gets by the left fielder, so Carter's going to go to second base. So
I'll take it.
He lays the ground ball, and it gets by him. So Goffstown is on the board, and Carter trades places with Ethan. That's going to be an error all the way. Ethan around to score. So it's 1-0 Goffstown.
So what I was saying is I would think about bunting, but then I would hit a ball down the line.
You hit a ball down the third base
turn
line.
it into a double.
Yep. No, but John, you're right. If you bunt it down the line, the pitcher's got to be. He's the only one that's going to field it. He's got a long throw.
Yep.
Doesn't have the quickest release. It's a good call.
I mean, right now I'm still thinking about stealing third right here. You got the leadoff hitter, probably your best true hitter up. So it's a big decision, but get him on third base, and he's got really good chances to score.
Yeah, but you know what, John? Just picture this: you send him. It's got the infield moving, right? Connor can swing, so a hit and run basically. You're going to open up a hole at third base between short and third, and with Carter's speed, I mean, they're playing right behind. He's back. He's not even holding him on. I would just take off.
Yeah.
He stood behind him, and then he just backed off of him. He didn't even look at him again. He could have been on third base before he even pitched the ball.
Yeah, he could get a huge jump if he timed it right.
Second baseman's not moving, so it's the shortstop alone. And then, look, he's walking away right now. He's nowhere near him. He's just walking away. I mean, just take off. I don't know, John.
That was high.
I don't know what else you need to see there.
No, I agree with the speed to the plate right now. I'd do it. That last pitch was a little really high, up on the shoulders of Connor. So you got a 1-2 count right now.
Yep. Just been informed by our cameraman that the scoreboard is incorrect on the camera. So between innings, I'll have to adjust that. It's got Goffstown as the visiting team and Pelham as the home team. So
yeah,
I will have to adjust that. 2-2 to Connor now. I'm just shocked at the way they're handling Carter out there right now. Now he's going, and look, and he's going to go back, and that's it. And he hits a ground ball to short, and he boots it, and Carter's going to come right. He's going to keep going, and he's going to score. So a couple of errors have helped Goffstown out here, but we'll take it. We're not going to be greedy.
Yeah, that's a tough way to go down if you're Pelham. That's not a hard hit ball.
Not
you want to get an out of that, get yourself 2 outs, guy on third, and instead there's 1 out and you just let in another run. So
yeah, that's unfortunate. Charette has been doing an excellent job so far, and to have his defense kind of fold on him right now. Okay, there goes Connor, and the throw is high, and he's safe. So Goffstown's doing what they need to do right here, keeping the pressure on. They've already got 2 runs in.
the wind's picked up a little bit, blowing straight out right field right now.
It feels good up here. Now, I'd be surprised if Connor stays there with what's going on. You see, you hear them all just yell. He's going. John, I missed that first pitch. What was that first pitch? The one he stole on. Was that a ball or a strike?
I thought it was a strike, but I'm not positive.
Yeah.
I think he swung on it.
Okay, so we'll give it 1-1.
We can go to the replay.
We don't have that luxury right now, but
the old school replay where we yell down to one of the dads below
what
us.
was that?
So what the heck did he do on the first pitch?
Trying to see if the umpire will give us the count, but no luck so far. So we have it at 2-1. Could be 3-0. Not really sure. That breeze feels good though. It's like an oven up here. Misses outside, so we did have it right. See that? It was 2-1. Now it's 3-1.
Yeah, if you love the sun and you've been starving for it all winter, you got it today.
Yeah,
in
beautiful
buckets.
Day. Beautiful day.
Wispy clouds at most today.
Yep.
Oh, I thought he was going there.
Yep, so did I. I mean, he could take off whenever he wants.
Yeah.
Honestly, seriously. And now with Derek up, you do a double steal right here and put second and third for Derek.
Yeah, we got Lou up, but Derek on deck.
Lou up.
So you got 2 lefties against.
You're gonna open up a hole
against a soft throwing righty.
Yep.
This is a production point right now for Goffstown. They got to make something happen here.
John, if I'm Connor out there at second base, I'm stealing on my own. Although the shortstop was breaking to the bag on that pitch, so if Justin got a hole of that one, he had a giant hole on the left side. So Justin is way up in the batter's box. Well, that's a balk.
You can't do that.
You can't fake to first base. You can't fake to first base.
That's crazy. If I'm Coach Lawrence, I'm going to go have a conversation.
Not sure what that's about. Even though he stepped off the rubber,
and I'll tell you,
you can't fake to first base.
And if I'm the pitcher, he just made a cardinal sin by slowing the game down with this discussion with his catcher. Stay on the mound.
He's going out to check with the other umpire, but I realize he stepped off the mound, but you can't fake a pickoff to first base. It's a balk.
Did you see him step off? I didn't even see him.
Well, it doesn't matter. He step off or not. You can't fake to first base.
Right.
You can fake to third, but you can't fake to first. And they're saying no. John, I'm flabbergasted at some of these calls I've seen from the umpires.
I didn't see him step off, and I think that's the catch point right there. If he stepped off, I think he's okay. According to them, he is, but I didn't see him step off.
But regardless if he stepped off or not, you can't fake a pickoff to first base. It's
well, today
that happened to Taylor. Remember the game? Taylor threw the pickoff to first base. There was no one there. He stepped off, and you can't fake it. It's a balk.
Yep.
And there was no one on the base. Justin hits a fly ball to center field that's carrying. Center
That's
fielder
trouble.
going back, and he trips on the warning track. The ball drops. Here comes Connor from second base. Justin standing on second. Clay has to stop. They had to hold up. So Justin with a long double, and it's 3-0 Goffstown.
Yeah,
that
center
ball
fielder,
just carried.
He was tracking it, but he just couldn't get to it.
Yeah, that ball just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. And in the long run, it ends up costing Goffstown a run because Clay should have been on second base. But Goffstown now ahead 3-0. They're going to check on the center fielder. He was close. He was tracking to try. He ran out of room and tripped on the warning track. It does turn into clay out there, or crushed stone or whatever it is, right after the grass, right before the fence.
Yeah.
And that's usually, I know we had some rain the other day, and it's probably not the driest part of the field out there because that's always in the shade. It doesn't get much sun. It's always damp out there.
Yeah, agreed. If you're a visiting outfielder coming here, you got to make yourself pretty aware with center field because it is unusual.
Yep. So now you got Derek striding in. Derek popped out to second his last at bat, but good adjustment there from Justin, who struck out his first time up and hits a long double to center field. So he made an adjustment. So let's hope the rest of the boys can do the same. But
yeah, center fielder tweaked himself for sure. He doesn't look like he's feeling 100%.
No, he's got a little limp there.
Yep.
But he made a hell of an effort. So here's Derek now, second and third. So Goffstown can break this one open here. Already up 3-0, and with the way Connor's pitching, it seems like a pretty good lead.
Infield in.
Yeah, I mean, you almost have to at this point. Misses with that ball. So,
Boy, you could hear a pin drop in the
Yeah.
field right now. It's real quiet. Wind again blowing straight out to right.
Derek fouls one at the plate, way ahead of it.
Hit it into the other dugout there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got to keep his hands back.
So here comes the 1-1 to Derek. Oh,
Ooh, flailed at that.
waved at that. Like,
Yeah, not a productive. When you're using up your second strike in the count, you don't want to do it with that swing. Not a productive swing at all. There's nothing he could do with that. Just let it go.
there's the 1-2, and he struck him out. Pulled his head out.
Yeah,
Completely
boy.
off balance there. So 2 down now. And here comes Nick, who popped up to short his last at bat. Nick hits a ground ball that's going to get through the hole. That's going to score Connor. Here comes Clay. He's going to score. Nick's going to take off for second base, and he's going to make it there. So great job by Nick.
Nice.
Good heads up, moving up. Contact, swinging at the first pitch. And he's as hot as they come right now. And it's 5-0 Goffstown.
All the swings are a little more, well, except for that last at bat by Derek, all the swings have been a little more compact, much more productive, just getting the bat on the ball. Unfortunately for the pitcher, his defense, that would have been a tough play no matter what, but his defense is not getting to the ball. That's hurting him. Up and in there.
Yep, up and into Taylor. And you got Tyler on deck, and he started this inning off.
Yeah, not a good inning for the Pelham so far.
No, a couple errors have hurt Charette, and then a couple of timely hits. Misses there.
Yeah, he's frazzled.
He's throwing a lot of. He was only 20 pitches through 2 innings. He was perfect through 2 innings.
Yeah.
And through the first 7 batters until the base hit by Ethan, and then error on Carter, error on Connor, and that opened up the floodgates.
Yeah, and you might be being kind on Ethan, but I think that was glove on ball or should have been. So he got bled early, and then it started to get even uglier.
That ball was in the hole. I mean, the shortstop's in the hole. He's deepest part of short you're going to get, and you got to throw Ethan out across the diamond.
Yep.
Tough one. You're right. It could have gone either way. But
no, my point being that they didn't exactly crush him 3 batters in a row.
No, I hear you.
And next thing you know, the kid's in a lot of trouble.
Yep. Surprised there hasn't been a visit from the pitching, the coach. Taylor way ahead of that one and fouls it off. So the count is now full. That little breeze that we get feels good.
Yeah.
It's warm up here.
The sun is beating down on us right now.
Taylor hits a fly ball to center field, and the center fielder makes the grab. So that's going to end the inning. But Goffstown plates 5 that inning. And the score at the end of 3 full is Goffstown 5 and Pelham 0. So Tyler will lead off next inning as well. Lead off 2 innings in a row. We'll see if we can get a pitch count on Charette. .31 pitch inning after he only threw 20 through the first 2. So Isaac with some breathing room here, as if he needs it, right? He's 9 up, 9 down so far. And he's coming back to the top of the order with Digger Lawson. I'm going to try to find the pitching rule here. I'm pretty sure you can't fake to first base. I'll have to look that up. That'll give us something to talk about.
Yeah, he's progressed a lot. Just seen him since last year. So is he 9 up, 9 down?
Yes, 9 up, 9 down so far.
I'm following his few starts ago. Be interesting to see who the last 3 innings.
You know, he's only at 36 pitches right now, too. And if he stays under, I think it's 50, he can actually pitch again on Friday.
Yeah, if he's on his
Maybe
current productive pace, though, this coach will not pull him after 50 pitches, is what my gut says.
Yeah, there's a strike. Well, you know, you still have Mitchell to pitch one of the games, right? And Taylor again on Friday, so you don't really need him.
Nope.
Because Taylor is available to pitch Friday. He pitched Monday, and he didn't throw very many pitches on Monday. I think he was only around 59 pitches. So,
yeah, if he can stay on this pace, they may just have enough pitching to get through the week.
high and in with that one, so it's 2-1. Yeah, and then they get a 4-game week next week, and they get some big games.
We travel up to Hanover tomorrow.
Yep.
And then we play Bow on Friday.
No, we play. It's a pop-up that's going to go foul. Hopefully not over by my car.
Into the river, maybe.
Oh, right by my car, but I don't think it hit it. Let's see. Who do we have Friday? On the tip of my tongue. Yeah, you're right. No.
It's Bow, right?
No, we have Laconia. Laconia on Friday. He misses with that one, and the count runs full. So this is the most pitches he's thrown to a batter. No, Charette gave him a battle before he struck out. Connor with 6 strikeouts through the first 9 batters, first 3 innings. And he fouls that one off. So Lawson giving him a battle here. We had a 7th pitch of the at-bat. Connor only threw 8 all of last inning. There it comes. He misses high, so he's going to lose his perfect game.
Yeah, and that was a legit call. It was high.
Yep.
And I think he knows it. He's walking around the mound a little bit. You're aggravated when you walk a batter, but he knows what he just gave up there.
Yep. So Dalen Berger is now batting, the right fielder. Let's see if they run here. I mean, down 5-0. Connor steps off and throws over to first base.
I had to move my position, Mike. The sun is officially 170 degrees in here right now.
Yep. Very warm. Big lead over there by Lawson. And there's a ground ball to short. Clay coming in, and Clay bobbles it.
Boy.
And it gets by him. It goes in the left, and Lawson just keeps going. And Carter smartly does not make a throw. So turnabout is fair play, I guess.
Yeah, it just got interesting.
So we have an E6 here. So now we get first and third with nobody out. So without the benefit of a hit, we have a walk and an error, and we have runners on first and third with no outs. So that'll bring up Matt Poff, the shortstop, number 2. Matt grounded back to Connor in the first inning, knocked his hat off.
Ooh,
high fastball.
there's some
for
heat
strike.
on that one.
Yeah, Connor was like a little bit of anger on that one after
Yeah.
a walk and an error.
The great pitchers will bear down when they get in this trouble.
Yep. Yeah, good job by Connor there to see if Berger will be running here. It's not a bad idea. You open up a hole. You already got a big hole. Ethan's playing close to second base. Connor throws over. Third base coach is talking to Lawson. Tell him to pay attention here. Aaron throw. He wants him scoring. And there's a fly ball to left field. Doherty going back. Carter coming over. Carter makes the grab. That's going to score a run. Carter throws into second base. The right play. And Pelham is on the board. It's now 5-1. Unearned run.
Yeah, definitely the most productive, cleanly productive at bat of the game for Pelham there.
Absolutely. Poff got a good piece, got a good pitch to hit, got a good piece, hit it a long way. That ball was hit to left center field. It looked like Bobby was going to track it down, but with Carter's speed, Carter moved over to his right, made the catch, threw into second base as he should. So now you got Berger at second, and we have Big Jake Karen at bat.
Yeah, what Connor needs to do here is he's probably a little bit frustrated knowing a perfect game and a no-hitter just.
Well, he still has the no-hitter. He just lost the shutout.
The perfect game, and the shutout have fallen by the
wayside.
wayside.
There's a line drive to right field.
That's going
to get by Stekowicz. So a big hit by Kieran. And here comes Berger. He's rounding third. They're waving him in. Here comes Berger around third. Here comes the throw. It's cut off by Justin. The throw to the plate is not in time. So first hit of the game by Big Jake Kieran. He goes to second base, and it's now 5-2.
Yeah, you got to, there's no way in heck he's going to catch that ball, but you got to stop it. You got to stop its progress because it's only going to do more damage as it gets all the way to the fence. The transition on the ball on the throw home, that kid was a sitting duck. Had that been a little cleaner, it had just too slow a pace, and next thing you know is 2 runs across the plate.
Yep. Yeah, Tyler wasn't even expecting Justin to throw it. I mean, by the time Justin got it, the runner was only about 8 feet from home.
Oh, I agree. Justin doesn't know it's a red-hot play.
Right.
And it's not, it is what it is. He has his back to the situation, but.
So we have a runner coming in for Karen. I don't believe he's coming out of the game. I just think it's going to be a pinch runner. And going to my stat sheet, that's number 20, Alex Petty. Petty, P-E-D-I. So.
They cut that throw twice, and that sort of was a death sentence.
Yeah, that's Ethan's going to make that throw all the way home.
Yeah, you got to take a shot at it.
You got to take a shot. So once he throws to Justin, that takes the chance away of getting that runner at the plate. And I think Tyler knew that, which is why he wasn't expecting the throw.
Yep.
So
agreed.
Petey with a big lead off second base. Connor throws, and he throws it in the center field, but there'll be no advancement. So Goffstown needs to take a breath here.
Yep.
They need to take a breath. You got Petey at second base now running for Kieran, who now in this inning we've lost a perfect game with a walk. We've lost a shutout on an error and a sac fly, and now we've lost a no-hitter. So nothing to get fancy about here. High fastball for a strike. A little bit of extra mustard on that one.
What Hyzak needs to do here, he has to almost have a cornerback mentality in football where you may have just gave up a big completion, but that's ancient history. He's got to stop focusing on what's happened and just bear down.
Yep. This is
with
Brunel,
pitches like
so now
that.
he's got 2 strikes on Brunel coming right at him.
Fantastic pitch outside half of the plate.
So just like that, it's a 5-2 ball game in the top of the 4th. Makes short work of Brunel. And now there's 2 outs. Gets Brunel looking, gets Brunel for the second time. And here comes the pitcher, Charette, trying to help himself out. A base hit, and John, then it's a 2-run game.
Oh, no doubt. Big at bat. This is a shutdown at bat for Connor.
Yeah, it is. He struck him out his last time up on a 8th pitch at bat. And he
real late.
Swings late, yeah. This is what we might want to bet about where the ball's going to get hit here to the right side.
Yeah, this is that side of the field for sure. Got to make the mistake of not calling infield this time. Cost me a pizza.
Yeah. Nice pitch. So he's bared down, and the last 5 pitches have been right in there.
Yeah, if you're, this kid's swing is late to begin with. He's got his front foot is practically on the plate. You've got to swing at that pitch. It's right where you want it. It's outside corner.
Fastball misses outside.
I'd love to see Connor come back the other way. Because this kid could not hit an inside pitch if his life depended on it. Not with that stance. Look at that front foot. It's out of the batter's box if the ump wanted to get particular.
Yeah, looks like that toe is on the line.
Oh boy,
swings
flailed.
a pitch over his head, so way outmatched there. So that'll end the inning, but not before the damage is done. So they get a walk and an error, which sets the table. They get 2 runs there, and the score at the end of 3.5 is Goffstown 5 and Pelham 2.
Mike in the booth with us right now. We got 2 kids from the Spice Rack neighborhood. Your son Ethan and my son David. Ethan wearing a just grotesquely ugly sweatshirt with a Montreal Canadiens logo on it. I mean, that's vomit worthy right there.
Easy. They're talking about the most storied franchise in hockey right there.
Oh, brother. Who grows up in East Boston and ends up a Montreal Canadiens fan,
Well,
I
John,
ask you?
I think we had this conversation, John, right? So let's go back in the time machine a little bit. I'm a little older than you are, okay? So I was 5 years old when the Bruins won the Cup in 1970, right?
All right.
So, and SBK TV, John Pearson, and Fred Cusick doing the games. And the only games you could see were the Bruins games on Channel 38, right? So Bruins won the Cup in May of 1970. And the next year, as I'm watching the Bruins games, the Bruins play the Canadiens, the Canadiens have this rookie goalie come up at the end of the year, Ken Dryden. And he almost single-handedly knocked the Bruins out of the playoffs that year. And the Canadiens won the Cup. And all through the 70s, every time the Bruins played the Canadiens, it was, Ken Dryden, and I really enjoyed watching that team, and that's how I became a Canadiens fan.
Yeah, he was the real deal, that's for sure.
The guy played 8 years. He played 8 years of NHL hockey, won 6 Stanley Cups. So it's kind of hard to argue with that.
We got more neighborhood kids up
Yeah, we got
here
a Schwannard up here now.
Got a Grady Schwannard.
So we got a Schwannard, a Santoro, and a Skokie, and then another little girl. I'm not sure who she is, but she's looking out here. And here comes Tyler now. Tyler's hoping to improve in that last at bat. He's moved up a little bit on the plate. And
So,
takes
Mike,
a
where
ball.
we grew up, Schwannard would have been the odd last name in the very
yeah.
Italian-Irish area.
Absolutely.
And up here, it's Skokie and Santoro that stand out.
Yeah, a lot of French names up here.
Oh, boy.
Way
Way
ahead of that.
almost an unhittable pitch. If that's a knuckle curve, it's something. It's got to be moving tremendously.
It also looked like a ball, though. So, the ball dipped on him. But let's see what we got here.
That's the
he
same
lays
pitch,
off.
too.
Yeah, same pitch. He lays off of that one. So he's going to look for that straight ball right here, and he just has to wait on it. I know he's ahead of it. He just has to wait on it. He's standing almost where I told you I'd stand, the back foot on the tip of the plate. He's just going to keep those hands back. He takes a ball low there, so he's adjusting. He's not swinging at the bad pitches. So he's got to, he's going to be looking for his pitch right here, 3-1.
Yep, team needs to stay with the bat-on-ball approach here.
So here comes the 3-1. And he crushes that ball to right center field. That's going to get over the right fielder's head, I believe. Nope. It goes over his head. It drops. Tyler's into second base. He's still going. He's going to go for 3. He's going to get there standing. So a stand-up leadoff triple for Tyler. You got all of that one.
Yeah, he sure did. The right
Right fielder
fielder
misplayed it.
The right fielder was playing deep second base.
Yeah.
He was so shallow.
I saw him stop, John. I thought he was going to catch it, but the ball landed by. He misjudged it. If he went back another couple feet, he may have had it. But ball was hit well to the opposite field, and there we go, John. Right? We talk about opposite field. Keep your hands back.
No doubt.
And there it is. So here's Ethan now with Tyler at third, and they're bringing the infield in again, John. 5-2. They don't want this lead to come down. I'm not sure about this one, but there's nobody else on base, so why not? Wow, it is a.
Yeah, it had a lot of movement on it. Right field is shallow still. I'd always rather go in on the ball than back on the ball as an outfielder.
If he's 10 feet further back, that's a routine play.
Oh, he makes it. Center field is deep. Left field is deep. It's just the right fielders.
Yep. He's got to move back a little bit. John, what happens is these kids get into this mentality. They go out in the outfield and they look for the dirt patch, right, where everybody stands. And, maybe more often than not, that's where the right fielder plays. But because it is kind of shallow out there. Of course, I can't read that sign without my glasses, but Whoop, that almost hits Ethan. You gotta take one for the team there.
No, but he's got to be 15 plus feet in front of a normal place to play right field, and he's doing it with a pitcher that you're probably going to want to take that way. That's what's so strange about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. And Ethan hits a fly ball to center field. That's going to drop.
Trouble.
That's in a gap. That's going to roll all the way to the fence. Tyler scores easily, and Ethan stops at second base
great.
with a stand-up double. That's a great piece of hitting right there.
That's just what he needed too.
Yep. So Goffstown gets one of those runs back, a triple by Tyler, double by Ethan. So it's now 6-2 Goffstown. And Carter Swinard coming up. Carter hit a hard ball to third his last time up. That was booted. So it's now 6-2. Nobody out here in the fourth.
Yeah, Carter's
Takes a strike.
Carter's contact the first time up was sort of what got a lot of that started. We were debating whether he should bunt to kind of move Connor along and, maybe get one or two on the board, and next thing you know, they got a bunch on the board.
Yeah, we talked about a bunt and giving yourself up instead of hitting a ground ball down the line and reaching on an error. So they ended up with first and third rather than just a runner on third.
If you had bunted right here, I don't even think they'd field it.
Again, I agree. I mean, the third baseman is flat foot, standing up straight, behind the bag. That ball hits him, so Carter's going to get on.
Same result.
Yep. So, but again, John, you gotta stay aggressive here. I know it's 6-2, but you got great speed on the bases right now, and this pitcher and catcher combination, he's not going to hold Ethan on, and it's going to take a perfect throw to throw out Ethan at third base.
Oh, absolutely.
I run here. I mean, look at the shortstop. He's playing behind him. And, now he's going to break back. Look, just take off. Just take off.
God, yeah.
And there's a strike. Connor's looking to do some damage here. If there's ever a way to make up for it. And I'd be shocked if this coach isn't going out there and going to talk about this situation with second base. He's got to look back there. The shortstop comes in, and Coach Lawrence is going over talking to Ethan now too. And, but Ethan really can't see where that shortstop is. And Coach has to be telling him, hey, you're good, keep coming. And the minute that shortstop backs up, there's nobody there. The second baseman is playing way at a normal second base spot. Look where he is now. He's going back. He's almost in the hole.
No, that is not in his job description to hold that runner on second base.
Nope. Usually the middle infielders go back and forth, kicking dirt, doing something. But the shortstop, look, he's right behind you. Look, he's walking back to his position right now.
11 said, I don't get paid to do that.
Yeah,
you
I guess
do it.
Not. So, they might come up with look, he's gone. I mean, he turns, but there's nobody there. So the coach told them to do that to keep him close. I mean, maybe they're hearing us. I don't know. We're not that far away. But, you still, you kept look where the shortstop's leaving. And Ethan could be running all day there. So 1-1 now to Hyzak. See, when I coached third base, when I was doing this, I would just tell the runner, if you think you can make it, go. Just give them their own green light. And Hyzak hits a line drive base hit through the hole. The shortstop comes up with it, and Ethan's being held. So now we got bases loaded and nobody out, and Clay Campbell coming up. So Goffstown is looking for another big inning here.
Yeah, one more hit, two more hits, and break this thing wide open. It'd be nice.
We do have something. I was just going to say I'm surprised there's nobody warming up, but I do see somebody down there now. It's so sunny over here. I have to wear my sunglasses, and I can't wear my glasses, and I can't really tell too far away.
There's somebody warming up just beyond the
infield in. Clay takes a strike.
He's early in the process, though.
Yeah, he hasn't been down there long.
No.
This looks like it's going to be Charrette's game for a while. Though he might not have much time. Clay takes a strike. Wow, there's that pitch again, John. That thing dipped at the end.
Yeah.
It looked like it broke outside. We have to ask the boys after this game what kind of pitch that was.
Yeah, it was like a wiffle ball backyard pitch. I couldn't have been 55 miles per hour either.
And there's a ground ball to third. The third baseman goes to first base, and he throws it away. And that's going to roll all the way into the corner. The right fielder was a mile away. He wasn't backing up. That's going to score 3 runs as Connor's going to come around. And Clay's going to go to third. So it clears the bases.
Oh, boy, that's a base clearing error.
The right fielder wasn't backing up.
That if with a pitcher like this, the other team's going to make contact. You got to make those plays.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't come home, John.
Yeah, he had to play.
He had plenty of time at home.
Yep, he fielded it on the grass. I mean, you got to get it out there. I mean, he could have either came home or turned two.
Yeah,
he could have done something.
And he got nothing out of it. And Goffstown puts 3 more across, and it's now 9-2, and there's still nobody out. And here's Justin.
He may have overthrown the biggest first baseman in the league right there.
Well, they do it in warm-up. Well, that wasn't overthrown. That was kind of wide. But,
yeah.
I mean, John, look where the right fielder is. He was standing right there. He didn't even move to back up. And that ball went down by the outhouses over there, and that's a long way to run.
And where the right fielder had been standing, he would have been right next to the ball.
He would have been right next to it, right.
Now he is so unusually deep, but I know it's a left-handed batter, but that is such a contrast to where he was standing earlier.
It looks like he's talking to Mr. Labrie and Mr. French out there.
Right.
Justin takes a ball. It's 3-0 now. And Charrette's in big trouble. Not all his fault. There was a triple and a double lead the inning off, a hit by pitch.
He's given up I'd say maybe 3 or 4 really nice pieces of contact. But other than that, he sort of managed the game along.
Yeah, last inning, the errors didn't help him out. His defense has definitely let him down. And now we have another walk, and looks like there's going to be a timeout and a mound visit here as he just walked Justin on 4 pitches. So, John, you're right. Coming into this inning, he had, starting last inning, he had retired the first 7. Then there was the base hit by Ethan, the error by Carter, and then the next batter, Connor reaches on an error. So then there's a walk, and then the double by Justin, and a base hit by Nick. So 3 hits in the inning scores 5 runs. And even this inning, John, we only have 3 hits, and we got 4 runs. The triple, the double, the single, but then you got the error and a walk and a hit batter.
Yeah.
So, and that's going to be it for Charrette. And number 24 is Tyler Pike, who's going to be coming into the game now. First time we've had a full roster sheet, so we got subs and everything. So we know who's coming in and who's going out. So Charrette, I'll get the line on him in a minute.
Yeah, I watched Charrette warm up down the line. He didn't have a long time to warm up, and he didn't really ever look like he got into any kind of pitching motion over there. So I think we're seeing his warm-up pitches right now.
Yeah, so Pike is coming in here. So Charrette goes 3 full innings. He throws 73 pitches, and he lets up, 3 hits last inning, 1, 2, 3 hits this inning. So he let up 6 hits. 6 hits, 2 walks. He hit a batter. He's responsible for the 2 runners on base right now.
That is an unorthodox delivery by this kid. But as long as there's strikes, that's all we care about. The ump's saying that's enough. Let's get this thing going. I got the Celtics Sixers at 8 o'clock tonight. No, we'll keep going here.
So Pike coming in now. So we got Derek coming in. Derek's 0 for 2. He popped to second and struck out against Charrette. So the line on Charrette was 3+, 6 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 hit by pitch.
Mike, the happiest person in this park right now, besides Charrette's mom, that he's not pitching is Derek Stekowitz.
Yeah, you could say that again after those.
He had a tough day, but it wasn't against Derek.
Yep. Well, his fielding definitely let him down, but now the right fielder is playing. He's talking to. Actually the 2 chairs are empty now, so French and Labrie aren't talking to him anymore. And that's a line drive base hit to right field. So as we talk about the right fielder, Derek hits a right hand. So like you said, the happiest guy in the lineup, Derek Stekowitz, takes a first pitch fastball.
Absolutely. He says, I don't want any more, Charrette.
So Derek with the base hit on the first pitch.
Yeah, first pitch swinging on the relief pitcher, which can be a good move. You're probably going to see a strike, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And he did a nice, easy swing.
So that makes the score now 10-2 Goffstown. And there's Nick. Nick's been as hot as they come right now.
Yeah, I'd love to see him stay hot right here because he could put us in a situation to wrap this game up.
Yeah, Nick's 1 for 2. He popped a short single, 2 RBIs last inning. first and second, and still nobody out.
Ooh,
Nick
got under it.
gets underneath it. It's a fly ball. The center fielder coming in. Justin is kind of a third of the way, and there's the first out of the inning finally.
Yeah, Nick wants that swing back.
Yeah, he does.
A little eager.
So Taylor French is now the 9th batter to bat here. Taylor flew out to center field. Nick got a pitch I think he wanted. He'd like to get that one back, and he got under it.
No doubt.
Trying to do a little bit too much there.
I got a feeling about Taylor here. I like him in this matchup.
Taylor
takes one outside.
Pike misses down low. So Taylor's third at bat. Taylor's grounded to short and flew to center.
Yeah, he's due. He's due to hit a big shot right here. I'm feeling it.
Yep. I'm with you, John. I'd like to see at least a couple more runs up. Like, again, there's nobody there. You know, it's like he's shot putting that thing.
Yeah, the defense is sort of checked out a little bit. They're
checked out. They never checked in, John.
Yeah.
They haven't really helped them out much.
No.
They're off the clock. They must be union players. They go off the clock at 5.
It's because the South Sixers are on at 8.
So we're just getting word from down in the Goffstown dugout that second pitch was a strike. Not sure how the pitch bounced, but and as you said, maybe he wants to get home and watch the Celts.
Well, it's a new rule that cricket pitching etiquette is in play this year.
When it's more than 8 runs?
When it's an 8-run lead.
On a Wednesday past 5 o'clock, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So first and third now, as Justin took third on that ball in the dirt. And Taylor hits a ground ball to third. That's a fair ball. The third baseman boxes it, throws it across, and again it gets by Kieran, and that's a no man's land again.
First base is not going to get the ball either.
The ball is at the fence, and he's sending Derek around. So the right fielder doesn't know where the ball is. Taylor's coming to third base.
Yeah.
And, John, this is a comedy of errors right now. 2 more runs for Goffstown. It's 12-2. And, you know,
wow.
I hate to see things like this happen to a team, but
what I don't
Pelham
like to see there is first baseman didn't even go to get the ball. He's the closest to that ball by maybe 50 to 75 feet.
Oh, yeah.
And made no attempt to get it.
Yeah.
If I'm his coach, I'm going nuts right now.
Yeah.
I am going nuts.
I'm with you. So now it's a 12-2 game. Tyler's up for the second time in the inning and takes a strike. I don't know. What do you call that? That's the fastball, the straight ball. This is still the 4th inning.
That was not a great throw to first, and he probably don't get him.
He's
but
he's
got to stop it. He's got to stop the ball. So the fact that the ball got
Tyler
past
hits
him.
a line drive foul on third. He kept his hands back nice. So he's adjusting to this. But he's in the hole 0-2 here. So Goffstown has enough runs to stop the game if Connor can get them 1-2-3 next inning. But right now it's 0-2 to tie. He's actually back in the box a little bit. I'd like to see him back up where he was before. Now it's 1-2.
1-2 in the count, huh?
So they batted around. Tyler is the 10th batter now. He led this inning off with a triple when it was 5-2. Now 9 batters later, it's 12-2, and it's still only 1 out. Good hold there. He looked like he was going to swing and held off, so it's 2-2. So looks like he's getting his adjustment down. He waits, wiggling his bat. Pike's still pitching from the stretch, looking in. Let's see what we got here. Another pitch in the dirt, and the count is now full. And you got Ethan Smith on deck, so it's not going to get any easier here.
Nope.
Full count to Tyler with Taylor on third base. I'd like to see Taylor another foot in foul ground there, John. He's right on. He's crowding the line. Tyler hits a ground ball to third, almost hits Taylor. I just said that. Oh, I tell you. Just saying, I'd like to see Taylor back a little bit. But Tyler hits a ground ball right at him. Is that like a premonition or what?
Yeah.
So Ethan's being called back, I think. I just saw him go back in the dugout, so not sure what's happening.
Pinch hitter.
Tyler gets under that one, pops it up. The second baseman going back, and he makes the catch. So that's the second out of the inning. And Sam DeRocha is gonna bat for Ethan Smith. So this is Slamming Sammy's first at bat of the season.
Sammy the Bull.
Sammy the Bull. Sammy, who is a senior, he's going to be going to Wyoming next year. And,
is he going there to college or just going to wander the state?
Not sure. But he's bringing the Empire and Apple for good measure. No, sorry, that was a baseball. So Sammy D batting for Ethan. He'll probably stay in to play second base, I'd imagine. And Connor is on deck. Sammy's first at bat of the year. He's played some field. I don't recall him batting yet this year.
No, I think when he was at second base, they DH'd him that game, so
Yep.
I'd like to see him get a nice piece of contact here.
Yeah, would like to see him drive Taylor in here. So number 1, Sam DeRocha.
Ooh.
Pitch, he takes a ball.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I thought that was a strike.
Yep, it's been a strike all day, John.
Yeah.
Not sure why it's not a strike now, and considering we're closer to the Celtics game. Sammy wiggle on the bat like Wade Boggs and takes a strike. That's the pitch you got to swing at.
Yeah, boy. You get 1-0.
You don't get many of those.
No.
But, maybe he wants to see a few, John. It's
his first at bat.
So he wants to see a couple pitches. Maybe he wants to run the count full.
Right.
Here's the pitch. That's high. So Sammy's running the count to 2-1 now. Ethan was 2 for 2 in the ball game. Got up in the third and the fourth. It's hard to believe that Charette had a perfect game through the first 7. Sammy hits a ground ball through the hole. Base hit.
Nice.
Nice job, Sammy. So Sammy with the 2-out base hit makes the score 13-2.
Good for him.
Good for Sam.
Yeah, they really opened it up here, 13-2 in the fourth.
Yep.
They can smell the end of this game here.
Is that what you're smelling? I smell something too, but I'm not sure what it is.
Coming off the Piscatog.
So an 8-run inning for Goffstown. Carter takes a strike. That's great. That's good to see Sammy coming through there. And Connor Hyzak on deck. Connor's got 55 pitches through 4 innings. Throw over. Karen kind of nonchalantly makes that one. Doesn't look like he's into it. Like you said, I think the team kind of checked out. Got somebody else warming up in the pen over there. Looks like number 17. Let's see if we can get a number for him. Number 17 is Zach Jones. So Carter's in an 0-2 hole.
Yeah, he's got to get more aggressive. That was an absolute delicious pitch to take a shot at right there.
Pitch goes
that
over
one
his
not
head.
so much.
He ducks, but he left the bat there.
Yeah, he did.
We saw that happen in the Portsmouth game. One of the Portsmouth players pitched like that, and it hit his bat, and it was a strike. So here comes the 1-2 to Carter, and he misses with that one. So it's now 2-2. John's getting hotter in here by the second.
Yeah, I backed up to get in the shade.
2-2 now to Carter. Sammy at first. Carter hits a ground ball foul down the third base line. So Pike has done a decent job since being in there. He let up the single to Derek. You got Nick to pop out. Taylor reached down an error. You got Tyler to pop out. Base hit for Sam. So Pike's done his job.
In fairness to him, the grounder down third base line should have never been fielded.
Agreed.
It was a foul ball.
But then you can't throw it away like that, and then no effort on Karen. Tomahawk swing to left field. Left fielder drifting back, and he makes the grab. And the inning mercifully comes to an end.
Yep.
I mean, if you're the catcher for Pelham, you definitely want that inning to be over with.
No doubt.
So,
I think everybody did.
So Goffstown puts up an 8 spot there as they bring 10, 11, 12 men to the plate. 8 of them score, and the score at the end of 4 is now 13-2. So, I mean, Pike didn't do a bad job, but the errors are killing Pelham in this one. 4 errors in the last 2 innings, John, and 3 of them by the third baseman. And then I guess you can give mental errors to the first baseman, who didn't go after a couple balls. Mental error to the right fielder, who didn't back up anything. And looks like we got Will Susi going into center field for Carter Swinard. Sammy is staying in the game to play second base. And is that still Bobby Doherty in left? John, check me. Is that Will Susi in center field? I think it is.
Yeah,
Number 14,
it's Will.
Right?
Will back out there.
So Will's going into center. So we still got the battery's still the same, Connor and Tyler. Tyler is at Connor is at 55 pitches. So let's see how many.
55 pitches, geez.
So Pike threw 24 pitches to those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 batters that he faced.
Yeah. 2 rough innings for Pelham.
Yeah, the 4 errors, John, and the 3 by the third baseman, really killed them. So we have a pinch hitter coming up for again, I'm not sure if that was Jepson or Millstone. It was number 11. So we got Nick Milano batting right now. Number 9 is Milano. That's going to bat for the first time. So I'm going to say Millstone was the second baseman, since I saw number 11 there. So let's see what Milano can do. He takes a strike.
Right down the wheelhouse right there.
Yeah, right down Main Street with that one. John, I wouldn't be at all disappointed if we go out 1, 2, 3 here and get out of here.
Yeah, I think everybody's sort of thinking that, including the parents. I think even the players are thinking it on both sides.
There's a strike.
Early in this game, Pelham was standing on the corner of the dugout looking out. When Connor had the perfect game going, there was a lot of eagerness to see where this thing was going. They get 1 foot on the bus right now.
Yeah, John, I think they had both feet on the bus last inning because the defense did not show up last inning for them. The last 2 innings.
Yep.
And I hear you. It's no fun when you're getting no hit and perfect games. And there was some noise coming from over there, and they made some noise last inning. That leadoff walk, the error, they got the run, they got the base hit. It was a game. It was 5-2, and then the defense just completely shut down last inning. And even though Goffstown put up an 8 spot, you're playing a good team there. You're not scoring 8 runs. You're not going to score any runs.
No, you come in here against Goffstown, and they're just waiting to try to have a big inning off you. You got to know what's coming.
This is Zach Varder batting, number 1. Zach Varder.
Oh, way
swings
behind.
Late. Yeah, 0-2 now. These kids have been sitting on the bench the whole game, and he's like, take a bat and go face this kid throwing 85 miles an hour, 88 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And try to make something happen. And there's strike 3.
Well, I tell you, as a coach, you just sent two sub players up.
2 lambs out to the slaughter right there.
But Mike, they both took called third strikes.
Yep.
They're getting their first hits of the at bats of the game. You don't go up there to take called third strike. That's crazy.
Yeah, and here's another one. This is Ryan Miller now batting. So 3rd consecutive pinch hitter. And at least he's up there hacking, John. Takes a swing. He must have heard you.
Yeah. No, you can't go down looking in this situation. You're down 11. Come on. Try to do something. Boy.
Connor's feeling it right
Mike,
now.
do we get a pizza bet on this?
That he's going to swing?
Yeah. You're guessing
Sure.
swing. I'm going no swing just to make it dramatic.
And there it is.
We're even on the pizzas. That's
swing.
unbelievable.
So, not sure how you don't swing there, but
Oh, boy.
all 3 pinch hitters struck out looking. So, the 7th inning goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pitches for Connor. So he ends up with 66 pitches, struck out the side on 11 pitches, all looking. And just an unraveling of the Pelham team in the 3rd and 4th inning. Goffstown scores
agreed.
13 runs over the last 2 innings after being no hit, perfect gamed through the first 2 innings, first 7 batters. And it looked like Charette was on, and I can't even explain it, John. The defense lets you down, but mental errors, not backing up bases, not running after balls, that's going to kill you every time.
Yeah, they just sort of didn't mentally seem checked in today. Goffstown struggled early, but sort of kept plugging away, got the bat on the ball, and got the job done. So a nice win.
Yeah, and Goffstown improves to 9-1 now, and Pelham will drop to 6-4. Tomorrow we head west to Hanover, and
then Friday back here.
Friday back home. So that'll be. We'll see if we can bring. We're going to try to bring tomorrow's game to you, a road game, and we will definitely bring Friday's game to you, the Lebanon game. And then next week is kind of up in the air. Co-Brown on Monday, Bow on Tuesday. So kind of up in the air as to what's going to happen with those games.
Well, why don't we come back here in a little bit with the star of the game post-game interview?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll see if we can grab a player or two maybe we'll grab Connor with his pitching performance and see how it goes. But that'll do it for today. So for John Skocky, Ethan Santoro doing the camera, I'm Mike Santoro. We'll see you later.
All right, so this is the post-game interview with Coach Adam Lawrence. Adam, tell us a little bit about the game today.
I think we came out a little slow. I think just adjusting to the pitching was a little slower, and I think the guys were kind of jumpy. Once we get going and putting the ball in play at the third inning, I think we finally started to get the timing down, which was nice.
Yeah, we were joking about looking for his off-speed pitch, and we sort of joked that they were all off-speed. It was whether they moved or not. Looked like he had a kind of knuckle-ish curve. Did the kids say that?
Yeah, he had the curve, but there was something else in there, too, where the kids were kind of kept off balance with it. I don't know if it was a knuckle curve or a change or what the heck it was, but it kept us off balance for the first couple innings.
So a week in which you have a lot of games. Right now, you've won the first 3. Who do you got up tomorrow?
We got Hanover tomorrow, which we usually play them pretty well.
Okay. And then we got Laconia on Friday.
Laconia on Friday, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a nice way to maybe run the week with 5 wins and set ourselves up, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. Hanover first, that's it.
Yep. Who do you got pitching tomorrow?
Mitch. Mitch is going tomorrow, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I have to make the hour-and-a-half drive up there.
You do. And Santoro, if they do the game, he's going to have to find somebody.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I have a little bit of a pacing problem when Mitchie pitches.
You have to make these wires longer.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, we appreciate your time, and we're going to have Connor Hyzak come up for the second part. All right, so the star of the game is Connor. How do you say the last name? It's a difficult last name.
Hyzak.
Oh, Hyzak.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So, Connor, today was about the pitching for you, probably the pitching for them.
Yeah.
You guys put up some runs finally in, the third inning?
Yep.
After it was a little bit of a pitcher's duel through 2. But tell us a little bit about your approach out there today.
Just pitching for contact. I mean, hopefully they start swinging the bat at some point and, put the ball in play. Keep my pitch count low.
Did you, in the third, I think it was the third inning for you, you had a perfect game. Did you know it?
No.
Yeah, you didn't know it. You had a perfect game and a no-hitter, and it's sort of one thing after another.
Kind of went
fell
down
apart
a
on
little
you.
bit,
But you're pulling the headphone cords out here on this. This is our first post-game interview.
Hey, it's all good.
So listen, if you had to pick a parent who's taught you more about pitching, is it your mom or your dad?
My mom. No, I'm just kidding. My dad.
That's great. Well, hey, so where are you going to college in a couple of years from now? I've already heard there's some good news.
Rutgers University.
Rutgers in Jersey.
In Jersey, yeah.
That's nice. Nice. You're going to go down there to play infield or pitch?
Pitch and then probably some outfield, 2-way. So
nice.
Depends.
Great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow up in Hanover.
All the way up there.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming. See you.
Thank you.